All right, Insurance Soup, happy Monday. Sorry for my absence the past couple of days. I had a little bit of a crisis within my family, but I am back and I am here to drop bombs on you. Let's cue the intro. Insurance Soup, happy Monday. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend, either with your family or building your business. Sorry for my absence last week. Had a little bit of a family crisis, but I am back, and so is the action. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about a premise, about a strategy that you can use on social media that can help you find leads. One of the most common things that we talk about when Taylor and I are talking with people who are considering the Career Agent Concepts program, the most common thing that comes up with newer agents is plain and simply they don't have enough funds to build their business. And as you guys know, it takes a certain amount of equity to build your book, especially when you're starting off. Now, equity can come in a number of manners. It can come in the form of money, which is what most people think that they should be using, but equity can also come in the form of time, effort, energy, blood, sweat, and tears. So we want to talk to you a little bit today about how using a little bit of your time and a little bit of your effort and energy here on social media can help you uncover prospects and help you build your business without sinking the money that you don't have at this exact moment into your business. So we all know that Facebook is a literal cornucopia of leads. We just don't know how or where to uncover them. So for many of you guys, this might be a strategy that seems obvious, but for those of you who are not particularly Facebook savvy, you may not be aware that these opportunities exist, and that's what we're going to talk to you about today. So every single town, area, community on this map of the United States, generally speaking, has multiple Facebook groups where the people of these various communities are congregating and are having conversations about pretty much anything and everything that's going on within the town. There's moms groups, there's yard sales, there's community groups, there's you name it, but there are people that are congregating in these groups where you are literally able to find your perfect customer, not your perfect customer per se as far as like multi-car home and life, but your perfect customer so far as local and ready to have a conversation and engage with you right here on Facebook. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look here. My agency is in Rocky Point, New York. And right here, we're just going to look it up. I did this. Let me move the screen here. Whoop. So I looked up Rocky Point, which is where my agency is, and from here you can go over to groups. Now, when you look at the various groups, you can see right here there are a ton of groups right here within the community where my agency is. So we've got Rocky Point local surrounding businesses, 1,100 members. Rocky Point Parents, 3,100 members. Rocky Point Recommendations, 580 members. Rocky Point Community, 1,200. Rocky Point Community Connection, almost 1,100. And it goes on and on and on. So let me, Sound Beach is right next door. Sound Beach. Groups. Sound Beach Parents and Neighbors, 1,800. Miller Place Sound Beach Neighborhood, 1,900. Sound Beach Community, 500. Soundview Beach, 400. Let's go over another town. Miller Place. Miller Place Sound Beach Neighborhood, we just saw this one. Miller Place Community, 600. Mount Sinai Miller Place Community, 3,200. And so on and so on. So as you do searches for the towns in and around your agency and go over to the groups subheader, you're able to see here we are, 1,700, 880. There are all these groups where the locals are congregating and they're talking about the most random stuff, whether it be schools, teachers, events in the community that are coming up, gossip. For some reason, there are people that just love to talk about loud sound. Did anyone hear the loud sound over on Main Street? Does anyone know what it is? Oh, my cop friend told me it was blah, blah, blah. It's just gossip and BS. But if you get yourself involved in these communities and let them know what you do and how you can help them without spamming the crap out of them, they are going to begin to know, like, and trust you. And whenever insurance comes up as a topic of conversation, And it does in communities of this size where people are looking for recommendations. You become a focal point for recommendations within the group. So as you are involving yourself, you want to make sure that you are, again, not spamming the group, but you are actively participating and making yourself known. And over time, this isn't an overnight strategy, so don't think that you're going to just join a group and start raining leads. But over time, as the group starts to become familiar with you and know, like, and trust you, you will become the insurance guy or the insurance gal within the group, and it will give you an opportunity to pull leads out of those groups fairly regularly. So again, when you don't have the monetary resources necessary to grow your business, using your blood, sweat, and tears, your sweat equity, and your time and your energy is a primary tool, but you want to make sure that you're working smart and not working overly hard. Actually do both, especially if you're a newer agent. Work hard, work smart. Here's a smarter way to go about it though. Rather than door knocking, rather than cold calling, get yourself embedded in these groups and make yourself known, provide value, and make yourself somewhat entertaining and likable, and over time you'll find that these groups start reaching out to you and recommending you before they even know who you are. Complete strangers are just going to know that you are the insurance person in the group, and when the insurance topic comes up from time to time, and it will, because it does, you're going to be the name that gets tagged in the post, and you're going to have your opportunity. Happy Monday. I missed you, Soup. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.